Alright, today I'm going to be reading Milk and Honey by Cambria Joy. It's a devotional, and I'm going to be reading on the Judges. And the title of the page is Taste of Empowerment. You shall hear what they say. Afterward, your hand shall be strengthened to go down against the camp. Then he went down with Pua, his servant, to the outpost of the armed men who were in the camp. Judges 7:11. Words have the power to fortify us. Your heart, soul, flesh, and blood, yes, even your skin and bones, experience the power of words every day. Good news makes you sigh with relief. An argument makes your face turn red. And I love you makes your heart flutter. Words and emotion have a symbolic relationship so powerful that they affect us on a cellular level. That means we must guard our minds because what we believe to be true, the words we listen to and put weight behind, will take shape within our souls. If I told you something that would make your stomach drop, but then I immediately followed with just kidding, you most likely wouldn't brush it off. Why? Because it felt real. You processed the initial news or comment as truth. The effect was set in motion. The perceived reality, even for a sheer moment, was heavy enough on your heart to make you feel it. God didn't distance himself from feelings, but robbed himself in humanity. He felt every drop of blood drip from his brow as he suffered the emotional turmoil of the coming cross. Resurrection was to come, but on the road there, the emotional and physical torment was real. The taunts and the nails made their full impact. He felt it all, from his hand to his heart. The duality of divine and human coincide in the person of Jesus. The outward reality of Calvary wasn't merely heavy on his heart, it completely crushed his spirit. We can't deny the proverb, the light of the eyes rejoices the heart, and good news refreshes the bones. Proverbs 15:30. When bad news reaches our ears, anxiety rolls in like a storm, hitting the coastline. Is it possible to ever become like the one who Psalmist wrote about? He is not afraid of bad news. His heart is firm, trusting in the Lord. Psalm 112, verse 7. How we're able to stand strong in the face of our deepest trouble. A life filled exclusively with good news is of course a fairy tale, not reality. In the same way, a steady heart is not one that never gets rocked by turbulent waters, but one that is anchored in the presence of the Savior during rising waves. Gideon found this to be true when his army of 22,000 got thinned down to 300. Yikes. But look how God assured his heart in the middle of what seemed like bad news. The people with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel boast over me, saying, my own hand has saved me. Judges 7:2. God just told him the battle was over before it began, but before the victory, God popped what could have inflated his false sense of strength. Then God filled Gideon's heart with the truth that God alone is his strength. And you shall hear what they say, and afterward your hand shall be strengthened to go down against the camp. Judges 7:11, emphasis added. He empowered Gideon with what? Words. God boosted his confidence and gave him the courage and assurance he needed to overcome his fear and trust God's strength to win the battle. When your heart hears bad news, don't let worry weigh it down. The end of our understanding is not a ledge we fall off. It's a runaway we surrender our grounding to in order to rise to new heights with God. So yes, we're refreshed by good news, but we're not rescued by good news. Even though my flesh and my heart may fail, God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Psalm 73:26. Take it to heart when Jesus said, take heart. John 16:33. Not because we'll never feel weak, but because right in the middle of our weakness, he is found to be strong. In the face of bad news, look to the face of the King. And when fear tries to shake you, remember his word has already secured you. You can rise above every fear knowing that he rose. Every fear is silenced by love so loud it didn't have to say a word, but went to a cross that gave him the last word, it is finished. John 19:30. May you let those words be the ground you stand on today, tomorrow, and into eternity.